going in like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tearing out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Austin Desperados and the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On 2nd and 9.
Willis. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
Pryor has it complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The Titans had 5 and 9 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Harold Landry in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They're going to look to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Little.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. Then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Henry.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, his 11th overall. And the Titans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards on the pickup there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, a second down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On now is the Titans punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I would kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Touchdown, Titans!
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Little.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he'll go down at the 28.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be taken at the 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He finds his man complete. That's Little. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Garabay's kick is good.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This still a one-possession game, 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Little. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Little, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Watch it for it.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the RPO, that's complete right side.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Complete to number 82. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Little. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Garibay's kick is good.
And they have regained the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Steps away to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his team.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Garibay's kick is good.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And brought in downfield by Burks.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Willis.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw again on 2nd down,
Willis.
His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Willis to throw once more.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown, Titans. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now that might be Titan football. It is.
So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of the young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Off the option, here's Henry.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3rd down, it's Willis. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
And you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Henry again on second down. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Back to throw, Willis. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Seibert's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes will continue to pile up.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's another first down, as this time they get an even 20.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Willis back to throw it.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Tennessee, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for our visitors,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up.